real quick. Take your mama, you get it free. I take my time with you, I take it slow. Girl, like I'm loving you for this. Anytime you come my way, be like how they crazy. Yeah, look, girl, I am loving you for this. Every time you call my name, be like how they crazy. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so lovely to have you guys around. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. Yeah, I am definitely enjoying my weekend. It's about -5 degrees here, so it's a little bit cold, and yeah, but I'm fine. I'm doing very well. So nice to have you guys. Today's topic is about knowing who you are. Actually, it is inspired by my visit to the bank yesterday, and yeah, and what happened. The thing is, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. I moved for about 2 years ago. I moved from the city I studied in to another city, not too far away but close by. So when I moved, I discovered that I couldn't access all the advantages I had from my old bank, so I had to move my account also. Like, it's the same bank but somehow they're still different. Late last year, I think around September, October, I went to the bank here in the city I live now, and I was like, yeah, I want to move my bank from my old bank where I used to live and everything. And she was like, yeah, no problem, and blah blah blah. So my account was moved, and it was like a serious paperwork and all that, and but it was okay, everything went well. So I asked her also that I wanted to apply for a credit card. I was allowed to have a credit card, but they had to kind of have a how would you call it, a blocked account. Like, I had to open a blocked account, so that, like, in case I use the credit card and I can't pay, so they have their money anyhow. So I was like, ah, okay. But she promised me, like, that's just for security reasons, that after 3 months this blocked account that was opened separately because of my credit card would be, because I actually fulfill all the requirements that is needed, but she needed to have like my salary coming for 3 months, then this blocked account would be um, reopened or unblocked. So I was like, okay, good. And that was like back in October, so like a few months has passed. So I made an appointment yesterday to go talk about because this money is just sitting down in the bank, and it's just like 100 euros or something. It's a lot of money. So I was like, ah, I'm going to Nigeria very soon, so I need that money. So I went to the bank yesterday, and I was like, yeah, yeah, blah blah blah. Like, actually the meeting was supposed to take like maybe at most 15 minutes. That was what I thought. I thought I would just go there, we sit down together, we check my account, and she unblocked the account, and gone. Like, done. I'm done. I'm going. So when I got there and we were at the meeting room, and she checked my account, she was like, ah, okay, yeah, that's true. We still need to unblock this blocked account and everything. Now she was working on her computer, and after 5 minutes or so, she looked at me and was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I'm unable to unblock this account and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, so why? And she told me actually she has no reason, because she has all what she needed, she had all the requirements, but she believes that because I come from Nigeria, that is why she was unable to unblock the account. So like, because Nigeria is on like the red list of countries that misuse credit cards and blah blah blah. So I was looking at her, I was sitting down, I was sitting down across her, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, like, so this is how I have to pay for it. Like, this is because I'm Nigerian or because I'm a foreigner, I don't have access to have any credit card without a blocked account for security and everything. So I was starting to believe in that, I was sitting there, I was feeling really sad, and I'm like, but somehow in a second it just reached me. I'm like, but I'm not that. Like, yeah, I am Nigerian, but I wouldn't misuse my credit card. And when I opened or when I applied for a credit card, I was told you just need 3 months salary to come into this account and we're good to go, and you have a job, you have a permanent stay, you have everything. Like, I didn't get it. So it just reached to my heart. So I told her, like, you know what, this is this is this is some real BS. Like, sorry for the language. Like, I applied for this credit card with the notion of having this money that is just sitting down there after 3 months, and this is over like 5 months already. And I don't get it because, like, it's not my fault that I'm Nigerian. Like, it's not something that I was asked about. Like, when God wanted to make me, I had an option to choose what country I come from or who I am or anything. So I told her, like, you know what? I get it. I get that that is your security. Like, you guys have the security measures and everything, but like, that is not me. The person stealing your money is not me. Like, there are people stealing your money, I get it. There are people misusing credit cards and everything, but that's not me. And when I applied for this credit card, I wasn't told that. If I were told that I would always need a blocked account, I would have reconsidered it, or I would have taken time to think about it. But now I'm sitting down here and you're making me kind of feel bad for being who I am. Like, that is not okay, because that is not who I am. That is your perception of people who look like me or who come from where I come from, but that is not me. And she sat down across me, and I just felt how she just started feeling nervous and everything. Because so I just told her, like, can you make some calls and figure this out? I believe it's an IT problem, because it's just like a kind of category you just put people in, but that is not me. I don't fit into this category, and you can see from my account, like, I've lived here for how many years? 9 years. So, like, you can see from my records, like, I I don't have any records of misusing my finances or whatever. And she just sat down there, she got nervous, and she was like, oh my god, what does she have to do? But I just sat down there just calm and looking at her, and she started making some few calls. She called like about 6-7 people, and they couldn't figure it out why they couldn't block the account. So I was just now, I'm like, you know what? And the longer I sat down there, the longer I realized, like, you know what, I'm not going to leave this place until that account is unblocked. I don't care how you do it. And the longer I sat down there, I just thought to myself, like, you know what, I get it. I get that if you don't know me, the first when you see me because of the way I look, or because of where I come from, or whatever perception you have of me, like, that those stereotypes come in your head, and you think about, like, those boxes you put people that look like me, or people that come from where I come from, and that you start putting me in those boxes and everything. Like, every one of us, we do that. It's just like we kind of have a picture in our head and everything. But it is very important that you know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, people will tell you who you are. They will tell you that, yeah, you're a fraudster, or you come from a country that is and I'm aware of that. It's not that I'm ignorant to the fact that there's a lot of credit card misuse and whatever. I'm aware of that. It's not like I'm just going around thinking no. Like, it happens, and it's not just Nigerians alone, it's not just Africans alone, it's everywhere in the world. Like, there are bad and good people everywhere in the world. And like I was saying, like, if you don't know who you are, people will tell you who you are, and they would project a different identity or a false identity on you. And if you don't know, you would just take it, because literally for a few seconds I was actually starting to accept the fact that maybe this is something I would have to live with. This is something I would always have to struggle with, because yeah, like, yeah, I'm Nigerian, so I hold a green passport. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this is not okay. And I just started feeling bad for myself. But I'm like, no, like, yeah, I do come, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I'm extremely proud to be a Nigerian. But I wouldn't let you project those bad stereotypes or those bad images on me, because that is not who Nimota is. Like, Nimota wouldn't, I wouldn't think of doing that, because that is not who I am. That is not my values. Anyway, so at the end of the day, after like an hour or so of sitting down there and she calling around and everything, they got things solved out. The block account was unblocked and she apologized like 15 times and everything. But one thing I also want to emphasize on is that it's so important that when you live in a foreign country, you speak the language. Because imagine I couldn't speak the language, I couldn't communicate. I couldn't communicate with her. I couldn't really tell her like, okay, no, I'm being unfairly treated, or I'm being like, this is not okay, in our language that she understands. Then she wouldn't be able to. She wouldn't go the extra mile. She would just tell me that this is it and that's all. She would pretend she doesn't understand me, and it's okay, because if I was to be speaking English and she doesn't understand English, then there's a kind of barrier there, a language barrier. We don't understand each other. But that wasn't the case. Like, I was telling her in her mother language exactly what she needs to do to get this account unblocked and everything. And like I said, that was definitely a plus. I've realized that, especially if you're in a group of, or if you're in a place that you look different, or you're not familiar with the culture, so to say, per se, because I am familiar with the German culture after some time and everything. Like, people tend to think like you don't know what is your rights, or you don't know what you deserve and everything. And I don't think they do it consciously, or they do it intentionally. There are situations where people do it intentionally, but I don't think it's always the case. It's just like, you know what, let's just find a simpler solution, or let's just make things easy for the both of us, and we kind of just settle for like the random. It's so important that you just know who you are, you're confident in that, and you express that also. Like, whenever you feel like you're unfairly treated, you put towards who you are, you put towards what you stand for and everything. It also reminded me of a story that, of an experience of mine earlier on when I came here. When I came here, before I started studying, I did like a year of preparation. I did the school SAT in German all over again and everything. So after that year, every foreign student is advised to visit a counselor. So I went to this counselor to ask him and to get advice on what I should study and everything. So I was sitting across this elderly man and everything. He looked at my results and he asked me, yeah, what are your interests? I was like, yeah, I would love to study civil engineering and blah blah blah. I didn't even, like, I just said I would love to study civil engineering. I was like, you know what, we have had records of foreign students never finishing, or kind of dropping out of civil engineer. Like, we've never had experience of foreign student finishing their studies in civil engineering. And so, and I remember I looked at him and I was like, you know what, you didn't even actually let me finish my sentence. You didn't actually just give me a chance. I get it. The statistics is there. Foreign students don't do well in engineering studies, or foreign students don't drop out maybe after some few semesters if they are doing something difficult like medicine, engineering, because of the language. I get it. There is difficulty and everything. But I know I fall into that category of foreign student, but I'm Nimota. Like, have you checked my results? Like, I actually have the capability to learn. I actually have that hunger to learn and to excel in the things I do. You didn't even actually ask me about my track records. You didn't. I don't know. I remember I didn't even. I think I spent like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes in that. Uh, for that session, because I just stood up and I told him, like, I get it, like, yeah, I am a foreign student, but before I am a foreign student, I'm Nimota. So Nimota is going to study civil engineering and she's going to excel at it. And he looked at me and I said, yeah, that's it, because I would allow you to project that statistics of failure on me. And I walked out of his office. The funny thing is, after like 2-3 semesters or so, I saw him on campus and he approached me and I was like, oh my god, I heard you're doing that, you're doing theater, and that you're doing well at your studies, because we check on the foreign students, and I got really good news from your professors about you. And I was looking like guy, don't I anyways, and he wanted me to write an article about my experiences as a foreign student studying something in engineering or so. I eventually did do that, but that's the thing, that was also a kind of motivation for me to really, I believe that just wanting to prove that is wrong, like the status quo, um, it is the status quo, but it doesn't apply to me, because, like I said, I'm Nimota. Like, you are you. Know who you are. If I don't know what Nimota is capable of, I would just take that on and be like, oh, they said it already. You'd never make it. And the thing is, when I started studying, we're like 68 of us and everything. In the second semester, it was half of us. I was the only foreign student, and I stayed around. I think maybe like 20 or so of us graduated, but I was one of them, and that's it. I'm always this kind of person. Like, if only one person makes it, then I'm that one person. And like, it's not about because I'm better or because I think no, it's just about, yeah, if I'm determined to do something, or if I know, okay, I'm capable of doing something, then, or if I know that this is my right, or if I know that this is what I want to achieve, or if I then, I don't care what you think. I do care about the people that love me, what you think, but still, if I set my heart to doing something, then I go for it. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to know yourself. Like, know yourself. I think it's not just applied, especially as black women. I think sometimes we fall victim to this stereotypes, because I have experience being stereotyped and everything. I can also only speak for, I think there's a lot of stereotypes there. I think men are also subjected to stereotypes and everything, but I can only speak for black women. Because my experience has only been as a black woman. But yeah, like, don't settle for the status quo. Like, know who you are. Like, just know who you are. Know who you are, what you want, what you deserve, and just go for it. Like, would there be conflict of interest, or would you have to challenge someone? Would you have to stand up to a bully, or would you have to stand up to someone that doesn't even know that they're a bully? Because sometimes people are bullying you to fit in into the status quo, but they're not actually aware that they're bullying you because they think that's the best for you. But you have to be able to say, you know what, I appreciate appreciate what you think I am supposed to be doing, or who you think I'm supposed to be, but that's not who I am, because I know who I am. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're encouraged. You guys have a lovely weekend ahead. Ba, 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 ba. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you thumbs up, you share, and everything. So